Press pause, put the controller down, it's time to talk about the gaming industry. My name is TJ Leo.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is episode 93? Question mark?
I mean, you're the one keeping track.
I am keeping track. Where's my script? Let's take a look. What are we on? We're on 92. We're on 92. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, wow. That rush to 100 is starting to pull me. It's episode 92 of Press Pause, a gaming podcast. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right. I've been keeping busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Once again, I have that didn't we just record feeling? It's never ending for me now. I'm always doing stuff. And so the week just cruises on by. Playing Satisfactory has definitely caused that to be worse than normal, which I will get into in our what we're playing segment. But yeah, weeks going by fast. We almost had a tornado.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
There was a big storm that went over southern Ontario.
Crazy storm.
And I got 10 of those emergency weather alerts. You know, the ones that make your phone go insane.
Scared the shit out of me.
I just kept getting them over and over and over. Yeah, exactly. I was like, guys, I fucking get it.
Yeah. Well, I guess what was happening, because as soon as I got the first one, the tornado warning, I was like, that's not normal. I have lived here for 38 years, and I have never had a tornado warning on my phone.
There have been tornado warnings here before, but they are incredibly rare. I think I've seen
I've had watches.
Maybe.
Like, I've seen watches and like severe thunderstorm warnings.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never on my phone received an emergency alert system that was not a test. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, or like an Amber Alert or
an Amber Alert. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, huh. So I immediately went on like a weather monitoring YouTube channel that just monitors the radar and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, that looks bad. Because I had it before it was even raining here. It was just like overcast skies. And I went on there and like, man, the places south of us were getting like 142 kilometer winds.
There's a tree behind my building. And I was watching, I was keeping an eye on the weather, and I saw that tree bending a whole lot. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stand away from my balcony just in case. Yeah, just in case it comes down.
It definitely didn't get as bad here as it did to our west and to our south. Those are the places that seemed to get it the worst. I saw tons of pictures of uprooted trees and all kinds of stuff. Still not sure if a tornado actually touched down. There was definitely a lot of funnel clouds. But scary. Not something we ever deal with. We joke. I mean, it's kind of like a joke about this city that we're in, is that it's got a shield around it. It's got a weather bubble. Yeah. It's like 10 times out of 10, if there's some sort of bad storm or a tornado does touch down, it's south of us, west of us, north of us, never us.
It's because we wrap around like a massive slope in the landscape, and so it fucks with the weather.
It does, yeah. It has to be weather-wise one of the safest places in the world. It really does have to be that. Like, it's crazy. Like, the worst we get here is maybe some bad lightning.
Yeah,
maybe.
Or occasionally it rains super hard.
Yeah, we definitely have had low-lying area flooding on the river.
Yeah. There's a bridge that basically connects the two halves of our city.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few bridges.
There's a couple.
Because there's a river. And that river has flooded before, but it's never been like throughout the entire city. No. It actually happens way more often in the winter when there's ice buildup.
Yep.
And the ice comes up onto the shore and stuff.
Or post winter when like if all the snow suddenly melts.
Yeah,
we get like a heat wave.
Yeah.
So yeah, crazy weather, and now it's cold. I'm wearing a sweater, and my fireplace is turning on. Like, I don't know what's going on, but like 5 days ago it was like melting temperatures. Like, it was so hot. So welcome to spring in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. All right, let's get into the rigmarole. As always, we're on YouTube Music. If you want the podcast edition of the show, whether that be audio only or video, you can get that on YouTube Music. Don't forget to join the Co-op Club Discord community server where you can find myself and so many others talking about gaming, wrestling, and more. Although wrestling right now, whew, man, it's tough to be a fan right now. And patreon.com/co-op entertainment where you can throw us $1 a month to help support the channel. Greatly appreciate it.
Didn't Mick Foley just join AEW?
He did.
That's crazy. I can't believe that guy is still wrestling.
He's not wrestling. He's 60 years old. He's doing like the pre-show commentary.
Okay.
There's a big event.
Like a lot of wrestlers die doing that or die early. Keeping going like that. Unless you're Ric Flair, and then you can be 1,000,000 years old apparently and still wrestle.
Well, in his last match, apparently he died and then came back to life. Like he had like some sort of like cardiac arrest in the middle of the ring. No one noticed, and then he came back to life and was like, "I'll just continue the fucking match." Psycho. But no, Foley hasn't wrestled in a long time. He did toy with the idea of having another retirement match. Fucking wrestlers, man. But the dude's 60 is
retirement match being wrestling in retirement.
Yeah, exactly. Wrestling right now it's rough to be a fan, especially with WWE. If you watch Wrestling Renaissance, you know what we're talking about. It's bad. But let's get into video games. Let's talk about what we're playing. And you're playing a game that I'm sure that you are addicted to hell to.
Oh yeah. So Rune Dice came out. And
get into it.
Boy, have I been playing that a lot. But so I bought Rune Dice and I installed Rune Dice, and within about 24 hours, I had beaten Rune Dice because I just played it a whole bunch.
Wow, okay, so it's not a long game, apparently.
Well, when I say I'd beaten it, I mean like I've beaten the enemy, like I've beaten all the areas.
Oh, right, it's a roguelite, right? So you just
there's 3 areas. They're really just themed differently and have different enemies, but like the actual visual style, like they all look nice, but like the real difference is in the enemies you encounter. So I've gone through all of that. But there's a whole bunch of extra classes that weren't in the demo. There's like 7 classes.
Oh wow, yeah, there was only 2 in the demo.
No, there's 3. There were 3.
Was there a third one that you unlock? Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's the rogue, and then there's the warrior, and there's the mage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I only played rogue.
And
mage.
Now there's also bard, druid, necromancer, and archer.
Okay.
So I've just been playing the crap out of that. What's interesting is the way that I found out that this game was out wasn't because Steam alerted me to something on my wish list, which was very strange. It was because the demo was no longer playable.
Oh.
I thought that was weird. I went to play it because I felt like playing Rune Dice, and it didn't say play, it said uninstall, and I was like, wait, why would it do that? Wait, is it out now? And so I went and looked, and it was. I was like,
why would they take the demo away? That's weird.
So apparently it's a temporary thing.
Just like
didn't realize you could disable an installed game though.
Yeah, the lift did that. Remember when I talked about that?
Yeah, it's strange.
Well, here's what
they should be able to do that.
Well, here's what's more strange is that the Rune Dice demo is also on PlayStation, and you can still play that. So that's weird.
Yeah, no, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like it's Rune Dice. Like you've played it, I've played it.
Just more of it.
It's more of that. And still, they haven't adjusted the balance in any way because you still absolutely just get randomly fucked over by stuff. Like the game just decides you don't get a good assortment of dice on the field, and that's basically live or die, which kind of sucks because that's happened to me multiple times when I'm like 2 fights away from the boss.
Yeah,
like I'll be in prime condition and then I'll just get completely destroyed because I have 4 turns of garbage that I have to work with, and I can't do anything with it.
Unfortunately, roguelites are kind of notorious for this kind of problem. Slay the
Yeah.
Spire was a big one for me that just I would dominate, and then I would hit a boss, and the boss would just crush me because the build that I chose was not good against that particular boss. So I got RNG'd basically.
Mm.
So Monster Train, it happens too. I feel for the developers of these types of games because
Yeah, I
balancing
mean, and this
something like
this is
this
a
is crazy.
physics-based game, so it's really hard to
That
like
too.
say, how do you make sure there's a fair spread all the time without just making it so that it's the same? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
difficult,
it's got to
and there
feel
are
random without feeling.
yeah, and there are things you
Yeah.
can do to alleviate that. The runes, which are the little pyramid things that you can drop onto the field when it's your turn,
One-time use
there's
items.
stuff. Yeah, there's stuff like healing or
The
whatever.
one that
There are
pulls
ones
dice
that
in.
will. Yeah, yeah. There are ones that will let you like um take off or add an extra turn to a round or whatever. So there
Mm-hmm.
are ways to sort of shorten the waiting period, but you can only have 4 of them, and some of them you're gonna want to have them all be healing items because some of the fights in the second and third area can be
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah, yeah, and the final bosses can be rough too.
Oh God, there's one. So there's one in one of the new areas that just takes away all the dice that aren't the ones that you bring with you.
Ooh,
So if you didn't collect a bunch of dice when you're going through the area, like you can't beat it.
yeah, that sounds like a roguelite to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Monster Train had a mechanic like that. That every time I met it, as soon as I knew it was there, I was like,
Hmm.
I'm screwed no matter what I do. Like you have to be able to see what's coming in order to avoid something like that. And it's like, well, that shouldn't be in the
Yeah.
game unless I have that ability to see it. So,
Yeah.
um,
But
yeah.
I mean, I've been enjoying the hell out of it
Oh yeah, it's
because
super fun.
in spite of the occasional frustration, it's an awesome game.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I played the shit out of the demo and I thought I'm good. I don't think I need to play the full game.
Yeah,
um,
that's the thing about the demo is that it's one of those games where it's like everything is here
yeah,
pretty much. I mean, there's obviously, like I said, there's more bosses and there's more
more
classes,
classes and yeah.
but like other than that, yeah, like the experience, like you're not getting a radically different experience. It's the gameplay as you've experienced in the demo.
Yeah.
So
And maybe they were seeing that not enough people were moving over from the demo to the full game, so they were like,
well,
um,
they actually they say that they're going to reinstate the demo. There's some
oh,
it has something to do with their Discord integration or something. There's
uh,
something called a Discord quest, I guess. I don't know anything
yes,
about that stuff. I don't know why you would need to get rid of the demo or disable it for that to work.
I don't know.
But apparently that's the reason. So whatever that is, it's apparently coming back once that's done.
That is strange.
Um, but
Hmm.
I mean that means nothing to me.
Yeah, there's quests in Discord where you can get like in-game rewards for completing them if you're playing it with Discord open. It'll track your quests. Um, yeah, I've never I've
It's
never
kind
gone
of
in on that.
stupid though, because it's like, isn't that what Steam is for?
Yeah, I think it's just Discord doing things to make themselves more
I I
appealing, I
guess,
guess.
but it's like, so I already have to run Steam to run this game,
Now
and
you want
now
me
I
to
have
run
to
Discord.
I have to run this other thing to get
Mm.
this other stuff. Like, ugh. At
Yep.
least it's optional for that.
Yeah. 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 I've never seen anything in there where I'm like, that should not be locked behind a Discord gate. Like that should be
Yeah.
something in the game. Yeah. Well, cool. Do you want to give it a rating on our co-op entertainment review scale?
Um, Not really. It's just because it's one of those games that you're either gonna love or hate, and
Mm,
it's
that's
hard
fair.
to it's hard to score something like that because I like it, but
Mhm.
it's I don't know if I'd recommend it to other people or what. Like it really
So
it
love it or
really
hate it.
depends on. Yeah, but I love it. I've
It
had a
reminds me
blast
of
with it.
Crocono, so I like
Hmm.
it. All right. Critically, it's doing about as well as you would expect a game like this to do. It's early review
Yeah,
74. So,
yeah.
all right. I have 3 games to talk about.
Okay.
2 that I've already talked about, but want to give my final review because I've beaten them.
Okay.
Starting with Reanimal. I beat it. When I was talking about it last week, I said, I think I'm close to the end. Yeah, I was like 15 minutes away from the end.
Oh, okay.
So I went back and played it and was like, oh, okay, I probably could have beaten it had I known that. And I as I stated on my sort of first impressions last week, the ending was going to make it or break it for me. And yeah. My opinion has not changed, unfortunately, of the game.
Mm.
It is not as good as Little Nightmares 1 and 2. It has its strengths. Like I said, the strengths are its visuals, not its animation, because there's some weird animations in there, but there's some great animations too. It's very like inconsistent in that way. It's creepy. It is scary. I don't know if I would call it fun. It's an experience game. As I stated with Little Nightmares 1 and 2, everything kind of comes together at the end of 2 where you're like, oh man, it just hits harder. Whereas at the end of this one, I'm like, I still don't quite get it. Fuck, I did the loot. Fuck you. Stupid fucking YouTube. Yeah, it didn't come together for me. That this isn't spoilers, but the basic idea of the story is that you at the beginning of the game you are looking up from the bottom of a well with 4 faces looking down the well. Right there. And then you wake up in a boat alone, and then you kind of go from there. And you realize slowly that you're kind of looking for your friends. And you kind of assume that those were the people that were all kind of looking down at you, maybe, in the well. And there's some complication in there that never is really explained, and the ending is kind of ambiguous. And from what I understand, and I haven't been able to confirm this anywhere, maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, but I guess the idea is that there's going to be 3 paid DLCs for this game to finish the story. And based on that, my assumption is that you play as each of the 4 kids. I did say there's 5. I won't elaborate on that. I think you play as each of the 4 kids, and you get their viewpoints, and then they kind of like mix into the first game, like into that first experience. Because they all come together at various points, and I think you play their different experiences, and maybe by the end of those 3 DLCs, it all comes together like it did in Little Nightmares 2. That is my assumption as what the plan is. My problem is that I don't like. Okay, how do I explain this? It reminds me of Prince of Persia 2008 or whatever it was, where the real ending was hidden behind the DLC. You know, if the game had been advertised as, hey, this is an episodic game, where this is episode 1, I would have been like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But you tricked me into buying the game, and I don't really feel like I got a conclusion. And then if you're going to try and sell me on DLC that has the real ending, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to give you my money. That's a bait and switch. I don't like that. Be upfront about what your intentions are.
Mass Effect 3 have a plot line from the first 2 games that was only resolved in DLC?
Possibly, but I think it was linked to DLC from the previous Mass Effect game.
Okay.
So it was kind of it wasn't as egregious in that form. And honestly, all the DLC is fantastic in all those games anyway. So it's like it's it's worth buying. Whereas I don't know. It's such a nuanced thing. But at the end of the day, I look back at my experience with Reanimal and I go, that's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted out of this developer. We'll see what their plan is. Again, they haven't really officially announced. Let me quickly Google. Is Reanimal getting a DLC? Oh, It is confirmed. They've released a season pass for 3 chapters of DLC. But the first chapter is not dropping until sometime this summer, and then we don't know anything else. Who knows? Maybe they're going to make this into something bigger than the sum of its parts. I don't know. This is not what I wanted, though. This is not what I wanted. I don't. I think I've talked about this on the show before, but like, I don't watch television shows that are till they're done.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 reasons. Number one, they could get canceled, and that happens to me all the fucking time. I loved the Resident Evil series that they had on, I think it was Netflix. Maybe it was Hulu. I don't know. But the Resident Evil series got canceled after the first season, so nothing got resolved, and I was like, fuck, I liked it. Why didn't anyone else fucking watch it? And then number 2 is, I don't want to, like, some of these TV series today, you can go 9 to like 16 months between seasons. That's stupid.
The traditional seasonal structure has been kind of broken by streaming.
Yeah.
Like I remember that the Voltron remake on Netflix got 8 seasons in like 3 years because they just called it 8 seasons. And it's like, what is a season now? It's whatever they fucking call it.
Yeah. Batches of creation. Yeah. Released at various times is basically all it is now. It's not. There's no TV seasons. It's just batches of content. And when there's 9 to 16 months between seasons, it's like by the time the second season comes out, I can't remember what the fuck happened in season 1 because I watched 16 other shows. Like it's like. So I'd rather just wait until it's all over. That way I'm guaranteed that it didn't get canceled midway and I didn't get fucking hung up to dry. And number 2, I can actually follow it and just binge watch the whole thing, within a month instead of, yeah. So, and that's kind of what would happen here. I feel like I've played this. Am I going to remember everything that happened? It's not exactly a long game. I think I beat it in like 5 or 6 hours, but like, I hate this. I hate this method of storytelling. I don't like it. Mm-hmm. Just make a game, be it complete, and then be done with it. Or set it up for a sequel without dangling 16,000 questions. Yeah. So, yeah, came away disappointed. I would give the game on our co-op entertainment review scale, as it stands, without the DLC, a 6. I give it a 6. Mm. It's fine, but when it's going up against Little Nightmares 1 and 2, which I would probably give an 8 to 1 and a 9 to 2. It's yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. After 130 hours of gameplay, we've beat Satisfactory, and it's fantastic. It is a great experience. However, for those out there who might have started playing this game, and your whole joy of playing this game is reliant on an ending, stop playing now and move on with your life. Because it sucks. The ending sucks. It's terrible.
Well, is it the whole point, the journey in this kind of game?
It is, but like no questions are answered. Nothing. You basically...
I didn't realize that there were questions to answer.
Yeah, so basically what happens is at the beginning of the game, you crash land on this planet in this probe, seemingly sent there by the company called Fixit. Did I do the loop? Yeah, okay. By Fixit Corporation, which I guess puts you on a planet to harvest its resources and then ship it back to humanity to save humanity or help humanity, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the setup. Is there actually more to it than that?
Yes, because as you're so step 1 is to just like figure out how to build shit. Step 2 is to build a space elevator, which connects to a giant space station in space. And then you use that space elevator to send shit up to the space station that builds a ship. Although you're not entirely sure that that's what you're building until it happens. And then you're like, oh, it's a ship. That's cool. But in the meantime, you're constantly getting talked to by Ada, the AI voice that talks throughout the game. It's the computer that talks to you at the beginning, talks to you throughout the thing, tells you what new stuff you've unlocked does, all this kind of stuff, right? But
And I hate that
then,
we have to clarify this, but you mean AI like a character, right? Like Cortana.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not like a generative voice
No,
or
no,
whatever.
no. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, maybe it is. I don't think so though. The game's been out for game went into early development like 10 years ago, so I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, it's just that
Um,
we have to specify that
yeah,
now because now AI means something additional.
yeah. No, Ada stands for something. It's like I don't know, administrative
I mean,
desk
I would
assistant,
assume that
something like that.
it stands for Ada Lovelace.
Now let me Google what it actually. What does Ada stand for in Satisfactory? Artificial Directory and Assistance, or
Oh,
assistance.
okay.
Sorry. So there's that whole thing. So you think you know what you're doing, and then on the surface of this planet you find certain items called Mercer spheres and Summer Sloop. They're sort of these
Summer
like
Sloop.
Summer Sloop, and you can use these items to do some weird shit. You can like duplicate items without having to spend more resources. You can um, unlock this the ability to mine this thing called SAM. I don't remember what that stands for. There's a lot of acronyms in this game, I'm realizing.
Mhm.
Um, but the weird thing is that when you're near any of this alien shit, SAM, Mercer Spheres, Summer Sloop, you start hearing voices in your head that are
Oh
talking to
God.
you. Some weird shit's happening.
It's some kind of it's like when you go through the golden threads in Prey. You start
Okay.
hearing the whispers and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
just
oh, it's a link to another dimension or some shit.
yeah, you're not really sure what these that you can and initially when I first started hearing them, it was just whispers. And then the further I
Hmm.
got, I started hearing words, and then you're hearing full sentences. And that's never explained. It's never explained. They're just like, no, it's I don't know what you were hearing, but just there's no explanation there whatsoever,
That's
unless it's
unfortunate.
hidden someone in the game, hidden somewhere in the game that I couldn't find. But like, if I Google it, I couldn't find anything earlier. Let's see, um, what do the voices in your head from Sam in Satisfactory mean? Yeah, okay, so it has an explanation here. I have no fucking idea where they got it from. There's a whole like spiel here about alien
Okay.
communications and voices in your head and multi-dimensional beings. No fucking idea. Uh so either it didn't tell the story very well, I'm stupid, or I didn't come across whatever it was that made this happen.
Yeah, maybe it's like when I found that entire additional area in Elden Ring, not even in the DLC, like just in the main game that had always been there, and I'd somehow never been there before. It's like, wow, there's like another 4 hours of gameplay in this game that I just, hadn't unlocked. Maybe it's one of those things. Maybe you just went in the wrong direction and
The
or
map
never came across the opening to the cave
the
that
map
has.
is
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
The map is massive. It's incredibly big. I did Google after we beat it, secrets or hidden locations and stuff like that, and there was nothing. So I don't know. But apparently, and again, the story is told in such an arbitrary way that it doesn't hit. But apparently, what it ends up being is that you're just a clone, and Ada is just an AI that is growing clones to send
Wow.
out throughout the universe to harvest resources to keep her alive and continue to
Oh,
expand throughout the universe. So you're not really saving
okay.
humanity. Humanity's dead, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a cool concept, but the reveal is like not impactful whatsoever because the intermittency of the storytelling was so weak. Um, so again, if you're and that's why I don't really care about spoiling it because it's like it's weak. It's super weak. Um, Uh, the experience, the journey, was still super fun. Really enjoyed it. In fact, we're playing a second time with mods and in a different starting location, and gonna try to do things differently than we did before, just to fuck around and see how much enjoyment we can get out of it. Because like we didn't use trains at all, we didn't use trucks or vehicles at all. Like we did things very hands on. We didn't build really any. I built a building thinking I was going to use it, and then it just stayed empty the whole fucking game. It became a running joke where every time we would walk by this certain area, there's this giant facility with nothing in it. So we're gonna play it again and try to do it, the intended way. Again, with that being said, it is super fun. The final phase of the game, where you're basically getting ready to ship the ship off into space, is brutal. It's so long. It kind of killed the momentum a bit. You needed like 64,000 items of this, and like just the numbers were continuously growing as you progressed in the game. You just needed more and more and more of these resources, and you're supposed to compensate by building shit like that. Where it's just like you're supposed to do that. But we fell so far behind that we were just like, like it just took forever to do that final phase. So maybe we just played it wrong. I don't know. It's sort of an open game. It doesn't hold your hand in any way. It just says figure it out. Here's your tools. Yeah. Still really enjoyed it though. Great game. Terrible ending. No explanation for the Sam crap. I mean that I knew of. I'd give it an 8. It was great. It was a great time. I spent a shitload of hours on it. I'm still spending time in it. It's still fun. It really, if you're an OCD type person, this is your game. It's all about organizing and logistics and tinkering with levers and all this kind of stuff. My only other complaint is controller support is weak as fuck. It's so weak. Like it does the bare minimum.
Have you tried? You're playing this on PC, right?
Yeah.
Have you tried like the Steam controller integration thing?
So that's not the issue. Is not
okay.
That if I had a Steam controller, it would be fine. Because here's
no. I don't mean the Steam controller as in like,
I know.
Object. I mean Steam's controller, like their software for inputs.
Yeah, I've tried that, but the problem is not that. The problem is the coding in the game. So when you switch it from controller mode to keyboard and mouse, the UI changes as well. Yeah. And you lose a lot of access to things that you only have access to with a keyboard and mouse. They instead of finding a way to amalgamate everything that the mouse and keyboard controls can do, they like dumb it down to a point where we played the whole game with the controller. So I'm not saying it's broken. It's not. We could do everything, but there's certain things where the UI just doesn't exist for certain things. So you're like, well, if I want to do this way, I got to go over to my computer because I sit with the controller and play it on my TV.
Yeah.
So I got to walk back to my desk, turn it back into keyboard and mouse control mode, tinker with the things that I want to tinker with, turn it back to control mode, and then go back to the couch. It's like...
Oh, okay, but to be fair, that's a very weird use case.
Well, no, it's built into the game that this UI is just not... They just didn't make a UI for this particular thing.
I mean, that's on them, but the idea that I assume you're like casting the video to your TV?
No, it's just HDMI. Right from my computer.
Okay, but you're not sitting at your desk with your mouse and keyboard when you're playing.
No, I'm on my couch.
Yeah, that right there is a weird use case. Now you say that you have to change it from mouse and keyboard to controller. It doesn't just automatically happen.
No, they are currently working on a dynamic gamepad and keyboard mode in the next version.
Because most games, like the UI change thing, most games that just happens as soon as you like press
hit a key on.
Yeah, like if I hit the screenshot key, like if I'm playing a game with a controller and I hit the screenshot key, it all changes to the keyboard mappings. I don't have to go into like a settings menu and change stuff. Is that you have to go into a menu?
Yeah, you have to open up the options menu, go to go to the controller
That's
section.
very strange.
Yep. I don't understand why it wasn't in version 1. And it's not in 1.1 either. It's going to be in 1.2. The beta for it is out right now, and they're testing it.
That is the wrong way to do that.
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, so that's a problem. And then that doesn't solve the problem for console users, because they don't. There's no keyboard support for the game. So, yeah. So that is a huge problem that is not good that it took this long to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's still super fun, super satisfying. I did start testing out the vehicle stuff. Like you can create a vehicle and drive it, or you can create a vehicle and then create a path for it, record a path for it to follow, and then get out of it and set it to autopilot, and it will just do what you just did. So you can set up like links. Yeah. It's not the most intuitive though, because you basically have to get in the car, drive, and record your drive. You
got to say, "Hey, watch me." Then do what I did. Yeah.
But the problem is that there is no flat land in this game. Zero. Well, I shouldn't say zero, but
are you gonna go? You're gonna like end up ramping off stuff, and then the recording ramps off.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now, can stuff fall out of the vehicle if it does that, or
no?
Okay, well, it's not too bad then.
Yeah, but in 1.2 they are introducing custom pathing that you draw.
Yeah, that is honestly, it's kind of crazy that they didn't have that first. Like, I would think that would be the thing that they would implement first.
Some definite design flaws in this game. Some definite design flaws. Again, and that's why it's not getting a 9 or a 10. It's not perfect, but it is still great. And I would love to see what they would do with a sequel where they've learned all the lessons that they've learned. Because there's also no weather in the game at all. It's just always.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just always the same. It does have a day and night
cycle.
Would you say
that it's always sunny?
It's always sunny and Satisfactory. Yeah, it's always sunny. There's clouds, but
can you make extra large condoms for your Magnum dong?
Good Lord. I don't think that's an item that you can craft.
That's from Always Sunny. Oops. Yeah. I dropped my extra large condom from my Magnum dong.
I think I only watched the first season of that show. It was good though. Yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say. You should play it if you like Factorio. If you like Factorio, you'll love this game.
I've never played Factorio.
I played the demo. Maybe I should revisit it now that I understand the concept of the factory genre. So that's that. And then I played a demo. And the demo was for Choo Choo Defenders. So this is obviously an indie game. It's a tower defense game, but also a resource management game where you, as you can see,
if it was a launch tower defense game, would it be called Choo Choo Rocket?
Oh,
I remember Choo Choo Rocket.
I do.
That's a poll.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, and the GBA.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it's like it's a
good portable game. Yeah.
No Sega Swirl on the GBA though, which is weird. I like Sega Swirl.
I don't even remember that game.
Oh, that was the one where you would it's honestly it's very similar to a lot of other puzzle games. It's where you have the field of the colored swirls and you delete one, and if it's connected to if you delete a blue one and it's connected to other blue ones, they also get deleted, and then the ones on top fall, and then you can set up chains. It's it's kind of like Puzzle Quest, that sort of stuff.
Yep. Choo Choo Defenders is a tower defense. It's mostly a tower defense game, except that the tower is not towers; it's a train, and you add freight cars and various things to your train to make it longer. You put turrets on there. You can put artillery there. You can put
those are just Magic the Gathering cards, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, the frames are around there.
Oh yeah.
It's 100% lifted from Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's also kind of a card game, but not really. It's got a little bit of a roguelite element where...
Yeah, it's a card game in the sense that your items are displayed to you as cards.
No, so when you level up, after getting enough of the experience points from killing the monsters, you get one of 3 random upgrades, and you have to pick one. And they just display as cards.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. They're just you're not like literally putting down cards and
No.
tapping and doing land. It's just like, here's how we display this item or this quality in card form.
Yep. Yeah, whether it's like I said, turrets, artillery, freight cars to pick up items to ship to the various other stations on the map. You can also get passenger cars to take passengers. It all makes you money, which enables you to upgrade your train, buy more upgrades.
So that you better defend to make more money until you can spend your it just goes around and around.
It goes like around and around.
Like train.
Yep. And then you also have to lay the tracks, and you can relay them anytime. So you're not like, once you've laid them, it's not just permanently there. You're
not locked in.
You're not locked in at any time. In fact, you're encouraged to change it based on what you've completed. So sometimes you'll take a bunch of passengers from one station. They won't be there anymore, so there's no point in having a rail over there for the next round. So you just remove that section and redirect where your train goes. You also have a limited amount of rail, so you have to kind of pick and choose and figure out where you want your train to go. And then there's also, you can tell where the enemies are going to come from. So you want to make sure that your train's not getting hit, because if the enemies get to you, that your train takes damage. So you want to be you want to have a good distance from them in order to do damage. Also, when you add when you add cars to the train, it gets heavier. So you want to make sure that your engine can handle the increased load, because otherwise you slow down, and then the slower you go, the less of those coins you can hit, which makes you more money when you hit them. So you always want to kind of keep that balance going. The demo had levels that only had a certain amount of rounds, so you basically had to survive 6 rounds, like that kind of thing. I'm assuming the full game, like any good tower defense game, will have endless modes where you can just keep going and going and going and going.
Yeah, see how long you can make it.
Yep. Super fun. Cute music, cute art style, very, very addicting. I had to uninstall it because I was feeling the pull. But I have wish listed it. I don't think it has a release date. Let me just double check. Choo Choo Defenders release date. This year. That's all we know. Sometime this year it's supposed to come out. So check out Choo Choo Defenders if you like tower defense games. It's quite clever and fun. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what time it is?
Is it Metacritic checking?
It's letter time! It's letter time!
It baited me this time.
I got one this time. We got one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite timely, and it's very simple. So I was like, yeah, this is a good time to talk about it. Linked by Past writes in, any predictions or hopes for the summer of gaming, aka E3, this year? Only a few weeks away. So I have the 2026 Summer Showcase schedule. So obviously, the Summer of Gaming Showcase is kind of the replacement for E3. The first one, I believe, has already occurred. The first one has already occurred. That was the 6-1 Indie Showcase, which is basically a shitload of small indie games. I checked it out. I didn't see anything like amazing in there, so I don't really have any comments to share on that one. I might dive a little bit deeper into it because there was like 61 games showcased at that showcase. So I'm sure there's some gems in there that I should pay attention to. I just need time to kind of dig into it.
Yeah.
The Warhammer Skulls Festival has also already occurred. They announced like 18 Warhammer games. What the fuck? I don't understand that franchise, man. There's so many games in that franchise. I don't know how you keep your head on straight figuring out what they are, oh my god. And now they're doing sequels, so it's like, oh fucking, which one was this? Was this the Boomer Shooter? No, this was the RTS. Oh fuck, okay. So many. Let's see what else we got. The AG French Direct. Over 40 French developed and French speaking games will be spotlighted on May 27th. Expect to see titles from publishers such as Dear Villagers, Nacon, The Game Bakers, Devolver Digital, and more. games set to appear include Heave Ho 2. Didn't know there was a Heave Ho 1. Fading Echo, Nocturnal 2, Silly Planet, and Silent Planet. Silly Planet would be fun.
That's a very different thing.
Yeah. Silent Planet and more. I love Dear Villagers as a publisher. They seem to get to hit more often than not. So I'm looking forward to that. And Nacon was the guys who published that game I really loved, Hell Is Us. Although they're not doing very well from what we've talked about on the news. They filed for insolvency, which is basically bankruptcy. So I don't know what they're going to be up to. Thinky Direct, which is a puzzle game showcase. The Insider Game Showcase. The puzzle game showcase Thinky Direct is on May 28th, as is Insider Gaming Showcase. The Insider Gaming Showcase will feature 55 games with 12 world premieres.
That is a much different number.
Yeah, I'm speaking too fast. My brain's my mouth is behind my brain. Indie Quest is also on that day. It's a JRPG, which you probably wouldn't gather from the title, but it's an indie JRPG showcase. June 1st has the Midsummer Night's Scream showcase, which is the Horror Game Awards presentation. So a lot of garbage in that one. That's the ones where they showcase like every horror game on Steam, basically. So there's 100 games. I'm sure there's some gems in there, but finding them is a challenge. But the first big one, of course, is June 2nd. That's PlayStation's big state of play. All we know is that it will be over an hour long and will include a deep dive into Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac. That will be the big one. What we can expect other than Wolverine from first party? I don't really know. Like, PlayStation's been so quiet for so long that I don't really know what to expect from them anymore. Like, Guerrilla's been quiet for a while, although we'll probably see that multiplayer Guerrilla game, the Horizon one. What was that called? Hunter's Gathering or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's not even made by Guerrilla, isn't it? Isn't it being made by
No, it's Guerrilla.
Really?
It's Guerrilla. Yeah, it's their B team, probably, that's working on it. I think they're working in cooperation with someone else.
Okay.
Let me double check that so I'm not misquoting. Horizon Hunter's Gathering. No, it's just Guerrilla. Okay. I misheard.
I was wrong.
Yeah, all good. Let's see what else. Sucker Punch just released Ghost of Yote, so we won't hear from them for a few years probably. Maybe Haven finally shows up with Fair Games? Maybe?
Maybe.
They PlayStation recently trademarked something new called Break-In. I wonder if that's a rebranding of Fair Games. Pretty similar. Could also be completely nothing. Will we see Intergalactic from Naughty Dog? Nah, no chance. That game is years away. If we do see something from Intergalactic, it won't be until the Game Awards, which is where it was revealed, I think. So I don't think we'll get that. Saros just released from Housemarque, so we won't see that. And then who knows from Firesprite, Media Molecule, Ben, Santa Monica. I mean, we're not going to get the God of War trilogy from Santa Monica yet. That's too early. Maybe we get a tease of that weird one they were talking about, that God of War spinoff, where you play as Kratos' wife. Because
I have no idea.
Cory Barlog's game that he's been working on for seemingly forever.
Now, is this? I was going to say the dead wife, but they're both dead. Is this the old wife or the new wife?
The new wife. The new wife.
Okay.
She's dead too, though.
Yeah, I was going to say they're both dead.
Yeah, I think you play it. Well, if the rumors are to be believed, you play as her well before she met Kratos.
Yeah,
I guess. But the rumor was that it includes Japanese, Chinese, and Aztec mythology, which makes no sense to me because she's part of Norse mythology.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. We'll see when we get there. But that might make an appearance, maybe a tease. But I think they're probably going to spend most of their first party time on Wolverine. Team Asobi, that's Astrobot. We won't see anything from them. Maybe we see what Team LFG's been working on. That's the Bungie spin-off team. We'll get to Bungie later.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, from PlayStation, I don't know, man. They're so quiet. I really have no clue what to expect from them. What do I hope I expect from them? I don't even know. I don't even have any hopes. I hope for a surprise. Something I wasn't thinking.
Hopefully a good one.
Yeah. Then there's the Latin American Game Showcase. I've watched that a few times. Never really gotten anything great there, but it is nice that there's an indie game showcase for these various other countries that don't seem to get much of a spotlight. It's kind of nice.
They show off Drug Dealer 3. I opened a portal to hell in the favela, trying to revive Mid-Aya. That's a real game.
What the fuck? Is that the longest name in video game history? Good lord.
It's a joke game.
Oh,
I mean, it's a real game, but it's a satirical one.
Yeah. There's going to be 15 games there, 9 world premieres. That's on June 4th. Also on June 4th is the Women-Led Games Showcase. So that's just a celebration of majority women studios and creators that will include 5 world premieres and announcements for games like Soulframe, which is the sequel to Warframe. We Were Here Tomorrow, which is a co-op first-person puzzle series. That's their new game. And Come to My Party. I don't know what that one is. June 5th has the Accessibility Summer Showcase.
Oh.
I think that might be new. But host Laura Kate Dale shines a much needed light on accessibility features and design choices in upcoming games.
Oh yeah, she's done that stuff before.
She has. Okay.
Yeah.
Also on June 5th.
I don't know about that show, but like she does.
She's in that community.
That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha. Also on June 5th, along with that, is another big one, the Summer Games Fest, hosted by Jeff Keighley. It's usually 2 hours long, includes surprise announcements, long-awaited updates, etc. So that'll be a big one. That's on June 5th. Day of the Devs is also on that day. I'm not sure what that is, though. I've heard of it. I think it's just sort of the focus on AAA, what they call AAA indie, or III, I think is a new term that they're coming up with, where there's a lot of focus on like big indie games. June 6th has the Southeast Asian Game Showcase, and the Wholesome Games Showcase featuring 50 cozy games. The Story Rich Showcase, which is the Fellow Traveler publisher showcase. They're the ones who released games like Citizen Sleeper. So it's a 1-hour presentation featuring 26 games. Green Games Showcase, hosted by nonprofit green gaming platform Planet Play. An environmentally conscious showcase that promotes new and upcoming PC games that, according to the organizers, reconnect us with nature, spark hope for the future, and remind us what's worth protecting. And then another big one is the Future Game Showcase. That's on June 6th, hosted by Alex Wilton Reagan and Troy Baker. The Gaming Pride Parade, gaming with a GAYMING, Gaming Pride Parade. This is
gaming.
You're gaming. This first ever showcase is
Why don't they call it Flaming Gaming?
I don't know. I don't know. Gaming Pride,
That
Flaming
one's free,
Gaming.
guys. Take that.
Take it and run with it. Well, this is their first ever showcase. They're partnered with Summer Games Fest, and it's obviously the Game Spotlights.
You can do it.
LGBTQ plus games and creators, including world premieres, developer interviews, and exclusive announcements. Frosty Games Fest, which is the
I think there's too many of these events. I think they can consolidate a little bit.
You mean like E3? That's the whole reason why all these exist, is because E3 died, and now everyone's like, well, we gotta replace it. Frosty Games Fest is a Australian and New Zealand games feature.
Why is it called Frosty?
I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of Australian.
A huge chunk of Australia is desert. I don't think of frostiness when I think of Australia.
Frosty Games Fest, yeah. I don't know. June 7th is the other big one. That's the Xbox Game Showcase, which also will feature a Gears of War E-Day full reveal. From Xbox, we got Xbox working on here. Let's see. So obviously Gears of War E-Day, so we're going to see that. Grounded 2 is in early access, so we might get like an update on that game. Marvel's Blade is being worked on by Arcane. Maybe we'll finally see that game. Maybe. Clockwork Revolution from In Exile. I really want to play that game. I really hope it turns out well. Hopefully we get a release date finally for that game. It's been shown off enough. The Fable reboot.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a release date on that. It's supposed to be this year. Would not shock me whatsoever if it was delayed until spring to avoid GTA. State of Decay 3, we know that's going into closed alpha testing.
Can't believe State of Decay 3 isn't out yet.
I think State that game
2 came out like a decade ago.
I have to assume that game was rebooted at some point, because something went wrong
more than once.
Yeah, something went wrong with that. I am signed up for the alpha playtest, so I will probably have to sign an NDA before I can discuss anything, but we'll see when it gets here. I think it may have already entered closed alpha testing, so I just wasn't picked. Elder Scrolls 6, give me a break. That's not happening. Double Fine, we won't hear anything because they just released Kiln.
Yeah, they just released something.
We'll probably get a release date for Halo Remake. Halo Campaign Evolved.
If for some reason you want to play through the original Halo a third time, and you don't already own one of the first 2 versions of that game.
I mean, it's a great game, but yeah, you're right. It's like,
yeah. So what's the point in doing
it's prettier? It's prettier. That's basically it. What's World's Edge working on? I don't know. I don't think they've announced anything. Maybe we finally get something from Machine Games. Probably a Wolfenstein 3 tease is my guess. And then Blizzard, we won't get anything. Ninja Theory, they're rumored to be working on Hellblade 3, which is a little surprising given how not great 2 did. Rare, who fuck knows? Yeah, Mojang, we'll probably get something from them. Compulsion, oh, they were the ones that did South of Midnight, so we won't see from them. And then ID, probably won't see from them either, because they just did Doom the Dark Ages. So I don't know if we're gonna get anything like brand new from Xbox. That's all like known quantities right there. And then the rest of them are like, I mean, maybe Rare does a shock show up and shows off something. Seems unlikely to me, but maybe. Let's see. PC Game Showcase.
I mean, it could be anything. There's no structure to any of that. It's just whatever.
Nope. The Uploader Showcase. That's the VR showcase. And that's it. Nintendo has not announced a direct, but they usually do one. So
Yeah.
what would we get from Nintendo? Well, the Ocarina of Time remake, if that's true, that'll be
If
there.
that's a thing,
Yeah. That's probably it. I mean, they'll do a lot of third-party stuff in their direct because they always do.
Hmm.
They're not going to have a 3D Mario. They're not. Oh, Mario Kart World DLC. That's got to be a lock.
Maybe.
That's got to be a lock. But yeah, I'm just hopeful we see the Ocarina of Time remake if it's real. I'm very curious to see what they do because I mean they could do just a one-to-one remake with better graphics and controls. They could do like a Breath of the Wild style remake from the ground up. I think what would be the coolest, though, and maybe the most Nintendo thing that they could do is, you know how A Link Between Worlds was basically a Link to the Past remade? Like, they just took the map and were like, oh, it's just going to do some different shit with it.
Hmm.
Maybe that's what they do? Like an Ocarina of Time semi-sequel kind of thing, where it's in the same place, but they have enough leeway to change enough to make it different? I don't know. Very curious how that's going to turn out. Very, very curious. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that they would drop at this point.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nothing Smash Brothers. I mean, F-Zero would be my biggest hope, but that's a fucking dream. Not a nothing more than that. Oh, we'll probably get that new Fire Emblem release date. I can't remember what it was called. Something Fate. I don't know. I don't follow that series, so I can't remember. That's about it. Half-Life 3. Because you have to say that.
Steam Machine that comes preloaded with Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Steam will not, or Valve will not be there. They never are. Well, that's not true. They were there for the Orange Box that one year. That's about it.
The Valve will appear exclusively on the Nintendo Direct and announce that Half-Life 3 is a Switch 2 exclusive.
Imagine the outpouring. Imagine the death threats. What was that FromSoft game? Oh, Dustbloods.
Yeah. Maybe we'll finally see Duskbloods.
I feel like we have to at this point. That game was announced like, what, 2 years ago now, I feel like. And it's just been quiet. So that game's got to be coming soon. Maybe they do a full gameplay reveal of that. And that's all I got. I have less hopes or specific callouts and more just like take me on a ride. Take me on a ride. Show me stuff that I don't know I want. It's kind of how I feel about E3 this year. But thank you for writing in. Linked to my past.
E300 with all these shows.
Yeah, I honestly only watched like 4 of them, maybe 5. And then I just kind of like skim what was announced at the rest of them because it's just so long. Even Summer Games Fest is just like a slog to get through when you watch it. I don't really watch that anymore. Yeah. All right. Let's get into. Let's see.
Thank you for writing in, by the way.
Yeah.
That was still letter time.
That was still letter time. Absolutely. Let's get into the Metacritic check-in.
Now we're getting freestyle.
now we're getting dirty. All right. Let's see. What do we got? I don't know what we got. I'm losing myself.
In the music, the moment you want it, you better never let it go.
I like it. I see what you did there. I like it. Thick as Thieves is out. I was looking forward to this game. This is the co-op stealth heist game. I believe from some of the some of the people who used to work on Thief, I believe. I still haven't figured out who that specifically was, but I remember him coming out when this game was announced, being like, "Yeah, I worked on blank, and I'm making this now." It's doing okay. Not great. 64 average score. Now, there's a few things I didn't know about this game. So number one, this game's $5.
Oh, wow.
Had no idea it was $5. But you get what you pay for. There are only 2 playable heroes or thieves to play in the game, and there's only 2 maps. So it's small. But I assume that this was sort of like almost like an early access kind of launch. Like the game's complete. It's fun. Apparently, there's it's good. There's just nothing. There's just not a lot there. So my assumption is that they're going to add to it as time goes on. Because it seems fun. You can play it alone or with buddy, and both work very well. Like I said, the complaints are not the gameplay. The complaints are the amount of content, which makes total sense. If there's only two levels and two thieves. That being said, though, the 2 levels that are there are huge, and they also change when you play. So certain doors will be locked. Certain ways will be blocked by it dynamically changes when you play it. So it's got a lot of replay value for what it has. It just still needs more. So I do want to play it. $5 is nothing. That's crazy. So that's Thick as Thieves. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is now out, and it's I would say it's polarizing. But the Metacritic scores don't really reflect that. 81 critically, 95 user score. So, but like, there's places giving it 10s and there's places giving it 6s. So it's polarizing in that sense. But the average seems to be good. I think the most common, it's not even a complaint really, but I guess the game, it's clearly meant for a younger audience. And because of that, the mechanics that it introduces are super cool, but then they don't go anywhere with them. They're kind of like, this is a mechanic. All right, that's it. They don't like roll over on that mechanic and make it deeper and make it more interesting as the game goes on. It's just that there it is. That's all it is. Surface level mechanics. Which, if it's made for kids, makes total sense to me. Don't think I will be checking this one out, although I don't have a Switch 2, so I can't anyway. But, sure, there it is. And then the last one on our list, if my computer will allow it, is Zero Parades for Dead Spies. The Disco Elysium-like. Best way I can.
The people who stole the company out from under them.
Yeah. Doing pretty well, though. 83 critically. No user score because it just came out yesterday as of this recording. So I don't have anything on it. I'm not interested in it. I couldn't really get into Disco Elysium. And so there's no real point of me playing something that's basically the exact same, just did more of it. So I will not be playing it. And that's it for the Metacritic check-in. Bum. All right. Let's get into the news. Kind of a light week, and I think we will expect that over the next few weeks because of Summer of Gaming approaching. All these companies are going to be pretty much going quiet, saving all their stuff for their showcases. With that being said, there's a few things to talk about. The biggest story of the week, though, has to do with Sony. And yes, I'm only showing their logo because I don't have anything better to associate with this particular story. So this was not covered by IGN. I'm assuming because of who broke the story. And that's Colin Moriarty of Last Stand Media. He had a big falling out with them, and so they seem to ignore him, which I'm a big IGN fan, but whoever is making that decision is a child, and they need to get the fuck over themselves. This is ridiculous. So, reports are flooding in that PlayStation users are allegedly having their PSN accounts hacked, and they this is a long story. So, what happened was Colin Moriarty of Last Stand Media, a big YouTuber, did a was doing a live stream with one of his co-hosts. I don't know what they were playing. Doesn't matter. And all of a sudden, he got booted out of PSN. Gets booted out of PSN. He can't log back in, and he's like, oh, "That's weird." Then all of a sudden, his email gets flooded with just random junk, just random junk, and he's like, "I gotta go." So he leaves the stream. His buddy stays on and continues playing. He goes to find that his account, he's been locked out of his account. His account's still active, but he's been locked out of it. It's clearly been hacked. He contacts Sony. Sony basically says, well, there's nothing really I can do about it besides escalate this to our network engineers, and they'll get back to you within a week. And he's obviously, he hangs up with them and is like, well, that's not acceptable because I kind of need my account for my livelihood. And not only that, but typically when your account gets hacked, it's either, compromised in ways of, your credit card gets stolen, or, your identity gets stolen, or, the account gets sold, whatever the case may be. So he's like, I don't normally like doing this, but I'm going to use my network connections to see if I can find somebody higher up in Sony that can fucking deal with this.
Yeah.
So he contacts a bunch of people. He doesn't specify who they were, except for Greg Miller. He says he spoke with Greg Miller, one of his old friends, who is he's I don't want to say he's Jeff Keighley level, but he's kind of up there. He kind of knows everybody and everyone likes him. So went to him and he went to bat for him and spoke with Sony. Eventually, somebody gets back to Colin and locks the account so that the people that are in it can't do anything. So he's safe. They eventually fix everything within a few hours. He's got his account back. Everything's fine. Where this story goes sideways is, as a YouTuber, he has a lot of fans. And he has a lot of fans that are IT specialists. And so voluntarily, they looked into this hack for him without asking. They just did, and they got into some conversations, basically. And he didn't elaborate that they figured out who it was, but I think they figured out who it was based on what they said, and they reported all of this information to Sony. Now, here's where things get shitty, and here's where things turn around, because he got pissed, and I don't blame him. I mean, I'm actually pissed myself. The way that they got into his account was the following. They called PlayStation, said, I can't remember my password to my account. I need access to my account. And by that, they mean Colin's account.
Yeah.
Pretending to be Colin. All it took to gain access to his account. By the way, this is somebody who has two-factor authentication, obviously a super sophisticated password because he's not an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
All it took to gain access to Colin's account was Colin's email, which is public information because he's public information, and the last purchase that he did on PSN.
Which is probably easy to see because he streams.
He streams and he buys games day one all the time. So all they had to do was look up the last game that came out and that he talked about and went, oh, yep, done. That's all it took. They didn't utilize two-factor authentication. They didn't use his passkey. They didn't use anything. They just said, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's fucked. I'd call that a social engineering attack, but that's not even social engineering. That's somebody not doing their job and saying, wait a minute, this is information that pretty much anybody could get. Mm-hmm. Like, especially if, hell, it doesn't even matter if he's a streamer. Can you see what people have been playing on PSN?
I mean, you can see their trophies, so yes. technically.
Okay, so look up whatever because almost every game has a trophy for like you got through the tutorial. So look up what the most recent game he has a trophy in, and say, oh, that's probably it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is somebody being fucking stupid at their job who should lose it because that's completely unacceptable.
So this is where it gets worse. This was not a localized problem.
Oh, so people have figured out that they're just that lax in their. Oh, okay.
So he decided to look into it further because when he found out that that's all they needed, he went,
Yeah.
huh. So he did some research. And this is a widespread problem. And 99% of the time, the response that Sony's customer service provides is your account's gone. There's nothing I can do about it.
Jesus Christ.
In fact, he did even more research and he found that the two top trophy collectors on the entire PlayStation Network in the entire world both had this happen to them and didn't get their accounts back.
So it sounds like Sony has learned absolutely nothing since that massive hack in the PS3 days.
Yeah,
Like they've taken no steps to actually improve security. No improvement to training of their employees or just not caring if their employees don't give a shit. Because like anybody, you shouldn't need to be trained to know that this is like a phishing attack. That this is somebody trying to get something out of you when they're not entitled to that information. Like this is
it's
people who don't care.
yeah, this is whoever's running the security of PSN accounts. It doesn't get two shits.
Yeah.
And so Colin looked even further into it and he found a myriad of examples of people that this has happened to. And in most of the cases, the accounts that were hacked were sold on the black market to someone else, and the accounts remain active to this day. Sony doesn't even ban that account. They don't close it. They don't lock it. They just, oh, someone else owns your account now.
Yep.
How is that allowed? How is that legal? How is that anything?
Oh, maybe they'll give away another set of like 2-year-old games and say, okay, problem solved.
So he is working with his contacts at Sony to push the narrative to the people that need to hear that this is a problem. And this was covered by a myriad of websites like Insider Gaming. Again, IGN did not take it because, again, some petty bullshit between him and Colin, but it was all over several websites. The reason I didn't see it was because IGN didn't cover it. And I was listening to his podcast today, and he was talking about what happened. And he's like, I cannot imagine being a company and having basically those two top trophy people are probably the people that have spent the most money on their platform.
Oh, absolutely.
Period. Because you have to own games to be able to play them or to get trophies, right? I cannot imagine being a corporation that's like, oh, you're our most valued customer.
Yeah, fuck you. We don't care.
Fuck you. Can't do anything for you. No, can't do anything for you. But yet, Colin can just call up somebody that he knows in the connections, and they can do something about it. So
yeah, well, because he has those connections.
And this was his point. He's like, this shouldn't be a thing.
Unless
thing.
You know someone who can bring it to someone who actually gives a shit.
Yeah,
then you're fucked.
Yeah, absurd. So he says he hasn't made any headway as of yet, but obviously it's only been a few days, and you know how these corporations move like fucking molasses. The only if you're out there and you're listening to this and you're going, oh shit, it's I'm at risk. I mean, I'm at risk. Everyone's at risk because that's all you have to do is just
PSN account.
Anyone who has a PSN account, all you got to do is look up their trophies and see if you can get their email, which is It's pretty fucking easy to get someone's email address.
Mm-hmm.
So the only recommendation he has as of right now is to just create an email address that is only for PSN, that you just don't give it to anybody. Which makes sense. That's an easy solution from a customer standpoint. But from a corporation standpoint, y'all need to do fucking better. That is atrocious. What the fuck is the point of two-factor authentication if you can bypass it?
Yeah.
Makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. So, you know, he's continuing on that front, trying to get them to realize how bad this actually is. Because I mean, think about the amount of money those two spent. I mean, Colin probably spent tens of thousands of dollars on his account. You just no longer have access to any of those games. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Just thieved. And Sony doesn't give a shit. They're like, whatever. Sign up for a new account. You'll be fine. Yep. Excuse me? Buy
everything all over again.
Yeah, buy everything all over again. Yeah. Unbelievable. So that's the thing. So if you are a PSN user, I would go create a new email immediately and change your email address on your PSN account, because apparently that's all it takes is an email and looking up your fucking play history to figure out how to get around that. Ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I do not understand how they could not have been sued by now for something like that.
I mean, this is the kind of thing that gets a class action lawsuit filed against you.
Which is hilarious, because in their was it EULA?
Yeah,
terms of service.
That's not enforceable. That's absolutely not enforceable.
Fucking joke.
That's a scare tactic. They always try to do that, and it's never enforceable.
Yeah, it should be illegal to even put it in there if it's not enforceable. Just how can you tell someone that and it be a blatant lie?
Yeah, like they put that kind of stuff in there all the time in the hopes that people who don't know that they're like, okay, so when it comes to contract law, you can't just write something into a contract and it automatically becomes law, even if it's against the law. Like, you can't write a contract that says, I agree to kill this person, and if I fail to do so, you can sue me, and then that'll hold up in court. It's like, no, killing people is illegal. You can't write something into a contract that's against the law and have it be protected by contract law. You can't put something in an EULA that's not legal and then be like, oh, but it's now it's enforceable. No, it's not.
Yeah, should absolutely be charged for putting that shit in your legal documentation. Like what are your lawyers even doing? Like, what? It's fucking stupid. There was two.
Also, like, good luck. Even if there was a country where that was legal, like, good luck enforcing that in all the countries where it isn't.
Right. Yeah. There was one piece of information that I neglected to include here, which, man, it's good. It's a good thing he has a much calmer sensibility to him, because I would not have done what he did. So amidst all the calls that he was making to Sony reps and friends within the industry to try and get movement on this to save his account, Sony called him back after they told them that it would be a week-long wait. And they exchanged a bunch of information and went on their way. About 10 minutes or so after he hung up with them, he got a message from somebody in the community who follows him, who reminds him that he warned him that he was going to be a victim of a hack soon. So this guy whoever this guy is, must be on some sort of like dark web forum where these hackers are chatting about shit, and was like, warning Colin.
Yeah, people to target. Yeah.
And he goes on to say, did you just talk to Sony? And Colin goes, yeah. He's like, that wasn't Sony.
Oh my God.
The hackers had called him and got more information out of him. So, and
Was
when
he doing this on stream?
no. He when he got the email flood, he immediately went off stream and started making calls.
Okay.
This is him telling the story on his latest podcast about what happened.
Oh, okay.
To warn other people and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he the hackers called him and spoke to him, pretending to be Sony. And when he got on with the guy that did end up helping him and froze the account and everything, the hacker tried calling him back several more times, and then eventually texted him and said, "Okay, we'll give you your account back." So obviously they got scared that something was happening because obviously they got locked out of the PSN account and went, "That was fast." You know, they're probably used to like never even seeing anything happen. So they probably shit themselves when that was happening. He didn't respond to them. He didn't answer any of those calls. He didn't answer the text message. I fucking would have. Because guess what they did in between all of this? There's another piece I left out. Remember I told you that his co-host continued to stream?
Mm-hmm. Oh, did they target him now?
They used his Collins account to message him on PSN, "You're next."
Yeah.
They didn't follow up with that. They didn't do it. But like I would have fucked with them. I would have been like, oh, is that right?
Well, yeah? No. Here's what you don't want to do is you don't want to connect to them in any way. Because nowadays what they'll do is they'll record your voice over the phone. I mean,
I would have just texted him back and been like, "Bitch."
Even so, because like they'll get samples of your voice and then use it to train like an AI to replicate.
You mean like on YouTube?
Well, the thing is with Colin, because he has a podcast and there's plenty of samples of his voice out there, yeah. So that wouldn't help. And I guess because we're on YouTube, that wouldn't help us either. But like as a general thing, do not speak to these people. If you ever get contacted them, just do not do it, because there's all sorts of things that they can do.
My suggestion is just if anyone calls you from any corporation, never give them any information. Say, "I'm uncomfortable talking to you because you called me."
They usually don't call you. Yes. If you call them,
then you know who you're talking to.
You've dialed the company number. Exactly. But there are ways of spoofing the numbers of incoming calls. So
which is how he got tricked. It said Sony when they called him.
Yeah. Do not give information if they call you. You call them. Even just say, "Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang up and I'm going to call back to make sure that you're actually who you say you are."
Well, what he did, what Colin did when Sony actually called back is he said, "Can you give me the reference number for our last conversation?"
Yes, that's the other thing you would do.
Because there'd be no way for them to get that information. So.
Right. If you're ever on tech support, there's always like a reference number for or like a case number for the tech support
call.
Ongoing event related to whatever the problem is.
Yeah, ticket number.
So you can get that from them, and then they can repeat it to you, so you know, okay, this is a legit thing.
Yeah. I personally, I love talking to. Scam artists, because I fuck with them. Yeah. I think it's fun. Like, you think I'm that stupid, bro? Well, fuck yourself. I love talking to people. It's fun. I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to like keep a dude on the line for like 2 hours pretending.
Oh yeah, so they can't harass other people. Yeah. That's a hero move.
Yeah, it was fun.
There.
It was good times. I'm like, I'm just wasting your time. And then at the end, I'm just like, you know what? I don't think I'm interested. And then they're like, "What?" And then they start panicking. It's fun. Yeah, it's good times. But yeah, Sony, fix your shit. That's ridiculous for a company your size. We pay for PSN, which we're going to get into in a second. We pay for PSN.
I don't pay for PSN. I haven't used PSN in years.
The big we. We the customers pay for that shit. So maybe use some of that money to pay people more than $5 a day in China or wherever the fuck you're paying them, India, to do a better job. Quite frankly. So that's that. He also Colin also vowed to help out those that have been able to confirm that their account was lost. He's
Yeah,
he's
good
going
for
to
him.
he's going to talk to Sony on their behalf.
Yeah.
So he's a good dude. All right, let's get into other PlayStation news.
But there is more than one.
Oh yeah, there's multiple PlayStation news today.
Mm-hmm.
Starting, well, it's already started as of this recording. PlayStation Plus, 1 month and 3 month tiers are going up in price, not significantly. 1 month premium is up $2. 1 month extra is up $2. 1 month essential is up $1. 3 month
It doesn't
premium.
sound like that much, but that's a monthly cost. So if you
Well,
go up
there
$2 a month, that's $24 more a year.
there is a twist to this though, which not a lot of people are covering because bad news is good publicity, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
3 months premium is going up $5. 3 months extra is going up $4, and 3 months essential is going up $3. However, yearly subscriptions are staying the same. So,
so this is only if you pay by the month.
paid by the month of the 3 month tiers. Yeah. So, and this was always the case that yearly subscriptions were cheaper. So
yeah. But now because the idea is they want to hook you for a year.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're going to use it for a year,
that's what I do.
Yeah,
I do the
that's a
yearly
good
one.
deal. But if you're not the kind of person who's going to use it all year long, they get more money out of you. But now they're doubling down on that, and they're widening the gulf.
Yeah. So my suggestion would be to just pay the yearly fee. It's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much money. Even if you don't play it consistently or use it consistently, you're still saving a little bit of money because but
it's not about having the one service. It's about, you have multiple subscriptions. Like if you have an Xbox Live or a Game Pass account, or you have Netflix account and Disney Plus account, like it adds up. It's all of these subscriptions together that add up. So even one just increasing the price a little bit, it all starts to add up more and more.
Yep. So that's all I got for that. Just PSA, be aware if you do 1 month and 3 month subscription services, they're going up. What else we got here? Sort of off-brand Sony news. Bungie has confirmed support for Destiny 2 is finishing up in June. June 9th, the final content update for Destiny 2 will be uploaded, and then after that, it's just in maintenance mode with occasional bug fixes, and that's about it, really.
Yeah, with maintenance mode meaning it's just the latest whatever.
Yeah,
and there are several years of content that are just gone and are probably never coming back.
What do you mean?
So Destiny 2 has had a massive amount of content removed from it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that. Yeah, whatever the current version of the game is, that's all you get moving forward.
Yeah, so if you wanted to play like any of the old story stuff, like it's just not a thing anymore.
That's weird. I thought they added like the ability to go back to old shit. Did they not do that? Or did they remove that?
No, I don't think so.
Weird. That's all I really had for this. Obviously, Bungie's not doing very well. They did confirm that they will continue support on Marathon, although Marathon's numbers are going down still. They are apparently doing some sort of big update on Marathon that will potentially include a lot of PvE content for people that don't like the PvP aspect of the game, which would be me. I don't like... I like Arc Raiders and I like Marathon. I just don't like PvP. Give me the ability to go into a co-op mode only. Like I'm dying for that kind of stuff. So they're hoping that will bring in more casual players. They did also confirm that Destiny 3 is not in development, but that they are moving to another project. Whatever. I mean,
if Destiny 3 was going to be a thing, it would have been a thing years ago.
I don't know. They could work on Destiny 3 and launch it on the next generation. I could totally see that. I don't know if they will do that. I'm assuming it'll be a new IP if they survive that long.
Yeah, who knows?
At the rate that these PlayStation studios are losing money, I mean, what did we report last week? It was like $76 million deficit on that studio.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't want to say they're in trouble. At the most, I can see not the most. At the most, I can see them being fine. But my gut punch is that they'll probably end up being absorbed into other studios. Is my guess, and Bungie will cease to exist. That's my guess, unless they turn Marathon around. I think everything hinges on Marathon turning around. If they can't turn that ship around, I think they're in trouble. But we will see. And then in more PlayStation news, PlayStation centric week. We did report on this earlier, but there's a new update on it. So earlier this year, Bloomberg reported that PlayStation was seemingly backing down from first-party releases on PC.
Mm-hmm.
But now, in a new report from Jason Schreier himself, he's reported that during a recent company town hall meeting, PlayStation Studio Business CEO Herman Hulst affirmed that first-party narrative-driven single-player games will now officially be console exclusives for PlayStation. That means you shouldn't expect Ghost of Yotei, Seros, Intergalactic, Marvel's Wolverine, etc. coming to PC. If you want to play those games, you're going to need a PS5 or obviously a PS6 when that comes out. Hulst specifically calling out single-player games only. So this may mean that multiplayer games, like Fair Games, will still come to PC, which makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, you want to put those out in as many places as you can.
Mm-hmm. And that's basically it. That's basically it for that news. A lot of changes going at Xbox and PlayStation. They are both in mega flux right now, and it is going to be really interesting to see how these companies change over the next 5 years. See where we are in 5 years, because never seen this amount of change in this short period of time. Like they're all kind of realizing the mistakes they made and are course correcting. Mm-hmm. Now the ship needs to start turning, or the ship is turning.
Yeah,
yeah,
and we'll see if it's too late or not.
We'll see if it's too late. We'll see if it's in the right direction.
Yeah,
that's another hiccup. I didn't have a news article for it here, but I guess Seros is not selling all that well. It's only sold about 300,000, which on a console of nearly 100 million sold, is pretty weak. Which is very strange for a first-party Sony title.
Yeah.
My best guess is, I think there might be a couple of factors. Number one, it is a Returnal sequel, but it isn't a Returnal sequel. You know, like it's Returnal, but it's not called Returnal. You know what I mean? So it's a catch-22. It's like, I think a lot of people were turned off by Returnal because of its difficulty. So when they saw this game and they were like, oh, it's like Returnal, they assumed that it was the same level of difficulty, which it's not. Seros has like permanent progression, like a roguelite, not a roguelike. Whereas Returnal was a roguelike. It did have a little bit of progression, but you were pretty much 90% starting from scratch every run. Whereas in Seros, even the tagline of the advertising is "come back stronger." So you're getting stronger with every run. But maybe that didn't come across strong enough to players that were turned off of Returnal because of that. And the name, like maybe they should have just called it Returnal 2 Seros. I don't know. But again, that may have turned people off because it was related to Returnal. I don't fucking know. But it's something weird. I haven't bought it, but it's because I don't have $90 to spend on a first party game. I will play it, but it's gonna take some time to get there. So I don't know. I think there's going to be a major shift in how they budget games soon. Because I guess the rumor was that Seros cost $75 million to make. So if it's only sold 300,000, there's no way it's recouped its money yet. It might be a long burn type of game because it's a full price game, maybe it will continue to sell this similar numbers for a couple of years, and it'll get to a few million copies, something like that, over time.
Yeah.
But that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for bangers out the gate, right? Recoup their money immediately. So we'll see where all this lands. In this news is just amusing to me. Do you remember this game, Spellcasters Chronicles?
Mm-hmm.
This is Quantic Dream's live service. It's like a MOBA.
So I heard about this, and then I was like, Quantic Dream was making this,
right? We talked about this on our show when they announced it, and then we never spoke about it again.
Zero memory of it.
Yeah, well, we spoke about it one time, and we were like, why the fuck are they doing that? And then never spoke about it again. And well, they're shutting it down because it's not doing well, unsurprisingly.
This looks like fucking
looks like Smite.
Yeah, that's the one. It looks like Smite.
Yeah,
like a decade, like way too late.
Yeah, it looks pretty though, but
I mean, Quantic Dream's games always look, well, maybe not Omicron, but other than that, they always look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Omicron was ugly even for the day.
Yeah, so the game released in February, and it didn't do well. According to Steam database, it peaked at 888 concurrent players at launch, but had a 24-hour peak of only 54. So, fail upon launch, basically.
Yeah.
And obviously, it hasn't been able to recoup any players and is dead. So, I don't know, man. If there are any developers watching this show, which I'm sure there isn't, but if you're a developer of a video game and you're making a live service game right now, shut it down and start something else. Just stop. Yeah. Just stop. You are wasting your money.
As much of that into something else.
Yeah.
But the idea of making a game that you can make continuous revenue off of,
it's attractive.
It's attractive. And that was a thing for a little while when that was a new thing.
Mm.
But now all those niches are filled, and you've got to get lucky to find a user base. And the industry is littered with the corpses of games that people were like, oh yeah, we'll just be able to make perpetual profit on this, and then nobody played them.
Yep.
Absolutely nobody played them. Nobody cared.
Save yourself some money and time and just start making something else. It's a waste of time. So, R.I.P. Spellcasters Chronicles, also named absolutely terribly from a fucking AI generator.
It sounds like a knockoff. Maybe I even said this last time we talked about it. I truly don't remember because this game had made zero impression on me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I don't remember it. It sounds like the kind of made up title for a game you'd get in a movie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm playing Spellcasters Chronicles, Mom.
Yeah, or the cheap mobile game knockoff of another more popular game.
Yep. Like Smite.
Yeah. Even Smite is a pretty generic name, but it's one word, it's kind of just boom, there.
Yeah. And
single
it's fun.
Word, single syllable.
Yeah. I don't know why they made Smite 2. Just so it looks pretty.
I didn't know that they made a Smite 2.
Yeah, they did. It looks very similar to the first one. I think it's just an engine change. They went from whatever they were working on to UE5.
Overwatch 2.
Yeah, basically. All right, 2 more to go through. This is Xbox.
Do those folks, do they still do Tribes Ascend? Is that still playable?
Is Tribes Ascend? Yep. It says while Hi-Res Studios shut down the official servers and delisted the game from Steam, the dedicated community has kept it alive by creating custom community servers. Okay, so it's playable, but
unofficially.
Yeah.
Tribes Ascend was great. I never played Tribes 1 or 2. So, but I'd always heard about them. And so when Tribes Ascend came out, I was like, oh, I got to get on that shit. And I was like, okay, I get it now. I totally understand
why
people love these games.
The hill surfing is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bug in the first game, and it was so common that they just made it a feature
Yep.
going forward.
Yep. I think it was Tribes 2 I played quite a bit of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tribes 2 was the big one.
All right. And we have one pair of Xbox news to go through here. Microsoft is continuing to drive to revamp the Xbox brand with the launch of a feedback program that gives fans the chance to vote on community requests. Predictably, the first survey that went out returned with the most votes for a return to exclusivity. Microsoft's multi-platform push may have increased sales. Forza Horizon 5, for example, has found significant success on PS5. But it has come at the expense of alienating hardcore Xbox fans, some of whom want Microsoft to return to Xbox exclusivity.
Yeah, because what's the point of buying an Xbox if you can get that stuff
Get it
everywhere
anywhere.
else? But
Yep.
then they screwed themselves by buying Activision Blizzard, because one of the conditions of that getting approved was that
It was multi-platform.
they do more multi-platform support. So
I mean, they could just keep all the Blizzard games multi-platform and everything else goes exclusive.
I guess,
Yes.
but if they're, as we've talked about so many times, if their plan for Xbox going forward is basically a hybrid PC, then it kind of flies in the face of exclusivity. Xbox has always been weird because Microsoft's operating system is the dominant computing platform. So
Right.
it's like, is it really not exclusive if you can get it on PC? Because it's still, for all intents and purposes, a Microsoft platform.
Yeah.
Although I
I
guess they don't take a cut of the sales if it's not through the Xbox or the Windows Store.
Correct. I would assume
They
so.
don't get anything if you buy something on Steam.
Yeah, Project Helix is going to be very interesting when it's actually
Hmm.
fully revealed what it is and how it works. It should be interesting.
I mean, they
Um,
tried that back in the Xbox One days with Universal Windows applications. You remember those?
mhm.
There were some games that were UWAs, and you could buy them and then install them on both your Xbox One and your Windows 8 PC, I believe it was.
Right. Hmm. Windows
And
8.
that
Oof.
that didn't last for very long. Um, in fact, I remember being really surprised at how quickly that sort of thing was just dropped. And I'm not sure if anybody ever did it other than first party Microsoft releases, but
Mm.
they tried, you know.
The attempt was made.
Yeah, and I mean I appreciate that the attempt was made. What I don't appreciate is that it had to be done through the Windows Store.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody liked that. No,
Yeah.
nobody liked that at all. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what Xbox does. They are in such a weird position because like they've already announced games like Halo Campaign Evolved, which we're seeing here, and Fable are multi-platform.
Mm.
So I assume that if they make the decision, I mean they haven't said anything. This was just a poll from people, but I assume if they make the decision to go exclusive again,
Like, how exclusive is it actually going to end up being?
yeah, well, that and when is the line? Where's the line? You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
do you pull the rug out from all of these PS5 announcements, or do you wait until all of these announcements are those games are out, and then be like, all right, everything we announced from today onward are Xbox exclusives? I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean I have seen people kind of ride the line before. Like, I remember Metro Exodus was originally going to be available on Steam on PC. And then they were handed a cartoonishly large sack of money by Epic to make it an Epic Games exclusive. And so the way that they resolved that was to say, okay, um, everyone who's pre-ordered it on Steam will still get it on Steam, and if you pre-order it before this date, you will still get it on Steam. After that, you will not be able to pre-order it on Steam. You won't be able to buy it on launch day on Steam. It will only be those people who are locked in with a pre-order during this grace period that will get it on Steam, and then it will be an Epic Store exclusive for whatever amount of time. It's not anymore. It's now just on Steam as well. But that was their solution to that, which I was like, okay, like, you're not canceling people's pre-orders on Steam. You're giving them a heads up so that they can pre-order it, which is what I did. because I didn't want to install the Epic Game Store just for one game.
No.
And they did eventually just release it properly on Steam. But that's a very specific set of conditions that allows for that sort of maneuvering, which may not be applicable here.
No.
So,
I will say it's off topic. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say this is all speculation, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We don't actually know if they're gonna do this or not. This is just the result of a poll, which isn't binding at all.
No, I think they are trying to get as much information from their customers as they possibly can to formulate what the next generation is going to look like for them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Epic Game Store, I kind of actually like one feature they have on there. Did you know they give a free game out every month?
Yep.
That's freaking cool.
One of the many things that they do to try and get people to use it.
Well, success. I'm using it just to get the free games.
Yeah, I know that, and that's what a lot of people do. And then it's like, okay, but nobody actually buys from it.
I have to assume some people, maybe are collecting such a big enough library that they're like, I'll buy one here once in a while. Maybe it's cheaper once in a blue moon. I don't know.
Yeah, like if by some chance it's cheaper than it is on Steam or something. But yeah.
All right, final piece of news. You guessed it. It's the Game Pass May 2026 Wave 2 lineup. Man, I miss having Game Pass. All right. Dead Static Drive joins Game Pass Premium. It's already out. My Friend Peppa Pig.
Woo!
Already out. Pigeon Simulator.
So, the Peppa Pig thing. I don't know if this is the game specifically. I think there's more than one Peppa Pig game.
Oh, probably.
This is kind of off topic, but Ray Narvaez Jr., who's a former Rooster Teeth employee and been a Twitch streamer for many years now, he was doing a Peppa Pig game just like for laughs, like doing like a full playthrough of one of these Peppa Pig games, and after Queen Elizabeth died, there was a section in the game where Peppa Pig met Queen Elizabeth, and they jumped up and down in muddy puddles or whatever they do on that show. And after that, there was like a somber fade in of like in loving memory of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And Ray started losing his shit because it's like, would they put this in a fucking kids game? What the fuck? Oh, it's great. Which is, I mean, it's exactly what I would have been. I was like, no fucking way, man. I can't believe they put this in the kids game. Now the parents are going to have to answer questions like, Mommy, why are they saying the queen is dead?
What happened to the queen? Well, it's a long story.
She was a million years old.
Yeah. Her time is up.
Be that old. Yeah, when you get to be that old, you tend to fall apart.
Pigeon Simulator also out. It's on Game Pass Premium. Remnant 2, which is what you're seeing here, coming to all versions of Game Pass already. It's already out. If I haven't said enough about this game,
yeah, I remember you described Remnant 2 to me one time, and I thought it sounded awesome, and I was like, wait, I was trying to remember like what was the things you said about it, and I could not remember what episode of the podcast you basically sold me on this game, and I was trying to remember like. What he totally sold me on this game, and I wanted to get it, but I can't remember what it was now.
The reason that you were sold on it, or you just wanted to hear it all again.
Well, I wanted to hear it all again so I could remember why it sounded so great before I went and spent a bunch of money on it. We need to like write down like a summary of our episodes so that we can search them and be like, what did we say on which episode?
I started doing that, and then I just got lazy, and then I stopped doing it. It was in my Discord server. But yeah, we should do that. I always tell people there's two reasons this game is or how I would describe this game. Number one, it's basically a Souls-like with guns, which is cool, which is a cool concept. Mm-hmm. And then number two, the levels are randomly generated, but you would never know it unless someone told you that because it's so well done.
Mm.
And there's also like a million classes to pick from, so it's like infinitely replayable co-op mode. It's fantastic. It's an amazing game. It's freaking amazing. I do recommend playing 1. It's definitely not as good, but playing them in order is probably a good idea. But man, I mean, the second I saw this gameplay on screen, I was like, man, I want to go play that again. It's just so good. It's so fun.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna buy and play a game just to be like, oh, so I know what's going on before I play the second one. I'll just like I didn't need to play Undertale to enjoy Deltarune. So
No, and honestly, the story is like the weakest part of the games anyway. But yeah, Remnant 2, it's one of my faves. It's so good. You can replay that game 15 times and see new shit. It's really good. Real good. It's definitely not as hard as a Souls game, though. I think it might have more difficulty settings, though. So you could make it as hard as a Souls game, I guess. Also coming, or on Game Pass Premium now, is Winterborough. We played that game. That was the one with the long mouse.
which is fine, but it's just like any other crafting game.
Any other cozy crafting.
The art is cute. That's nice, but that wasn't enough to get me to keep or I mean, I played the demo. It wasn't enough to get me to buy the game.
Right.
But if that's the kind of thing you're into, then it is cute. Yep. And
cozy.
That's for some people that's enough.
Yep. Luna Abyss comes out. It's already out as well. Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. Escape Simulator, May 26th. All versions of Game Pass. Well, Ultimate, Premium, PC. Echo Generation 2. Oh, by the way, I've played the shit out of Escape Simulator. If you like escape rooms, you'll like that game. That's all it is. It's literally just escape rooms. And you can play. It's got a bunch that the developer made, and then you can download ones that the community makes. It's pretty cool.
Oh, like the Infinite Testing Initiative in Portal 2.
Yep. That they get hard. They get real fucking hard.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. But they're fun if you like escape rooms. Echo Generation 2, May 27th, Game Pass Ultimate. And PC.
What we're seeing right now is just that thing from the desert level in Mario 64 with the rotating cubes, and there's like a hole, there's an opening on one side, and you just stand in that.
Yeah, that's one of the boss fights in the game.
I'm not saying that more than one game can't do that. I'm just saying. No. Like I totally recognize this from.
Yeah, each of the cubes has a light on one side. Yeah, see, you can see the light up here. So you have to maneuver yourself in this maze and avoid getting crushed and shot at, and shoot those. Are
you hearing the sound effect from Mario 64, the cube rotating, the ka-thunk? Because I am. Yeah. Burned into my brain.
That boss is fun. It's pretty easy once you know the solution, but it's fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, highly recommend this game. I don't know, man. I don't. Would I give it a 10? I wonder what I gave it when I reviewed it. It's at least a 9. Minimum of a 9. There's no way it's nothing.
Are you writing down which episodes you talked about which games, or did you quit doing that as well?
Oh yeah, I definitely quit doing that as well. I had like an outline of everything we talked about on each episode for probably the first 40 episodes, 30 episodes, something like that.
And this is actually an example where like an AI summary would be helpful, but then those things are
not reliable.
Are so unreliable that it's.
I'll get it. I'll see if it'll do it and see if it's accurate. I'll take a look. Hold on. I could. Should I do it right now?
No. Do it after the fact.
Well, I want to see if it knows specifically where Remnant 2 was talked about.
Yeah, but who knows how long it's going to take to go through it?
Well, that's true. Echo Generation 2, yeah. Outer Worlds 1, Spacer's Choice Edition, May 27th. Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, PC Game Pass. Crash Out Crew, May 28th. Game Pass Ultimate, PC Game Pass. Kabuto Park, May 28th. Game Pass Ultimate, Premium, and PC Game Pass. Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, June 2nd. Game Pass Ultimate, Premium, PC Game Pass. That marks the last Pixel Remaster being added to Game Pass. So if you want to play all of the Pixel Remasters, they are all on Game Pass now. So pretty good deal alone. Just pay for a month and scream through them. And finally, Jurassic World Evolution 3, June 2nd, Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, PC Game Pass. I think that's a day one launch game. I think that's brand new. And then everything leaving Xbox on May 31st, Against the Storm, which is a roguelite city builder. I couldn't get into it. It's interesting, though. Crypt Custodian, which I talked about on this show. It was that like top-down Zelda-ish game where you play as a cat in the afterlife with the broom.
Oh, yeah.
Metaphor Refantasio. Oh, I really wanted to love that game. So disappointing. Persona 4 Golden and Spray Paint Simulator. Why do you need a simulator for spray paint?
Well, because then the sequel is Power Wash Simulator. You spray paint stuff and then you clean it off.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's a prequel. Maybe it's the prequel to that game. Who knows? Oh man. Oh, I remember this puzzle in Remnant 2. Yeah, great game. I want to play it now. And that's it for the news, which means it's time for a screenshot.
Do you want to fuck up and load the video again, or?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Early preview of some changes.
Indeed. All right. What do we got? That looks familiar.
I'm going to say Spyro.
Yeah, not
looks
a bad
kind of
guess.
Spyro-esque to me. I don't know which one, though. Just any of them.
Nope. 85%. Oh, this is Mario Kart 8. Isn't it? Isn't this the underwater track in Mario Kart 8?
Oh, yeah, it might be.
That looks like a whole different game, though. That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe that's just terrain off in the distance or something.
It is a Mario Kart. Oh, it's the 3DS one. Is it just Mario Kart for 3DS? 7?
Yeah.
That explains the first screenshot.
Yeah.
Did I play that one?
I never played it. I played the DS one.
Oh yeah, I have it. I have that game.
Must not have played the crap out of Mario Kart DS.
Yeah, that one I played a lot. Weird. I don't remember this game a whole lot. That's strange. All right. Oh, Outer Wilds? That game where you're like exploring the you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I don't recognize it, so I don't have any guesses.
Okay, well, I'm wrong anyway. Well, that looks like Rift Breaker, but I don't know why it wouldn't be rated, though. Oh, is Rift Breaker in early access? Maybe that's why?
Right.
No, it is a PC exclusive, though. This looks like Rift Breaker.
I have no idea what this is.
Oh, it's a factory game. Well, that's ironic. I'm not going to know this, though. If it's not Factorio or Satisfactory, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Oh, it's from 2021? Maybe I should look into this game.
Fuck, I have no idea what this is.
No. Dyson Sphere Program.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
No, it kind of looks cool, though. Writing that down. All right. I'll have to check out. Wonder why it doesn't have a Metacritic.
Always nice to find new stuff.
Yeah. Wonder why it doesn't have a Metacritic. I don't know why it
wouldn't be on Metacritic. Weird.
Maybe it is. Well, I said 2021. Yeah, that's really strange. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole lot of nothing. Is that supposed to be blood?
It's some kind of stuff on the floor.
Not getting anything immediately.
Yeah, can't tell.
An Omega symbol? It's an Omega doorway. There's like a little cop car over here. See the little cop car?
Kind of.
There's like a little person with a hat on there.
Yeah, I still have no idea what this is.
OG Xbox. Okay. Whoa.
Well, this is definitely not something that I've played, because I wouldn't forget that fucking face if I'd ever seen it before.
I have no idea what this is.
Neither do I.
There's a hand on his head. See that?
Yeah.
What the hell is this? And why is it in black and white all of a sudden? I have no clue what this is.
Is this Stubbs the zombie?
Oh, maybe. I never played that one. Nice call. I never played this. I have no idea what
I
you
never
do
played it either, but I saw that UI looked kind of like a zombie. And I was like, oh, there's a zombie game on the original Xbox.
I thought it was Michael Jackson in the corner.
Wow, I didn't realize the game was that bloody.
What's its Metacritic? Let's see. Stubbs.
It was 75, I believe.
For this? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it was listed. That's right. 75. Huh. 82 user score. Why did I miss this game? It's weird. We're getting some weird ones today. What's going on? Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, come on.
2D grass. Pokemon?
No.
Oh, it's older. This looks SNESy.
I don't know.
It is Pokemon.
Oh, it is right. Pokemon. It's Pokemon Gold and Silver.
Should have just went for it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Apparently, I would know that grass anywhere.
I guess.
It just didn't strike me. Whoa. That looks like a real photo.
Yeah. I have no idea what it is.
Is this body cam?
Maybe.
Nope, it's not in there.
Unrecord. That's the other one.
Nope. All right. What the hell is this?
Is this like a bloody picnic table or something?
Yeah, it looks like it. I can't tell if this is graphics or like full motion video capture. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks strange. Yeah. This hand just doesn't look like full motion capture though. It's pretty weird looking.
Well, it's in the middle of moving, so it's motion blurred.
It's true. Okay, definitely not. God, that looks really, really good visually.
Is this Hitman? World of Assassination?
I don't recognize it. We can try. You gotta pick one. Let's go horror survival. Fury mode. Oh, is this Dead Island 2? Maybe?
Maybe. I never played any of the Dead Island games.
Yep, it's Dead Island 2.
There you go.
I played that game is fucking gorgeous. Like it's beautiful. But it is balls hard for some reason. I don't remember the first one being that hard, and it turned me off really quickly. I played like maybe an hour and a half, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Isn't this the game where they launched it on Steam and forgot to include the executable file or something?
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't know. All I know is the game is fucking beautiful. It's unreal how beautiful, and the blood effects are insane. Like you can actually like you slice a zombie, you can actually see like the glob of blood come out of them, and like it's nasty. I wanted to like that game, but this is Life is Strange: True Colors.
Okay. There you go.
You spend the majority of the game in the town, and it's very picturesque. decent game. Very slow game. All right, something older.
Oh, hold on. Is this? I'm gonna say Castlevania on the N64, maybe.
What was it called? Was it Castlevania
I
64?
think I just called Castlevania.
Nope. It's not rated either.
Okay.
No idea.
Yeah. Now I
Oh,
am unsure.
that sword looks very familiar. I wonder if this is medieval.
That blur. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I think it's medieval.
All right, try it. Jesus Christ.
His sword in that game is just like it's like one shade of color. That's kind of why.
So okay, this is clearly coming from an emulator because it has smooth textures.
I think they may have done a high res remaster or something.
Yeah, but that's not what this is because they showed that it was. They said it was on the PS1. So this is the
Well,
PS1 version.
doesn't necessarily that's where they got their footage from though. We've seen that before.
Well, but we're looking at it right now. That's clearly not the high res version. They're playing this on an emulator like DuckStation with texture smoothing, which, okay, fine, but that's not how it actually looked, which is why I was thinking it was an N64 game.
Okay. Yeah, look how long the sword is. And skinny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gave it away for me. Was the fucking sword. I was like, I don't know, that sword looks familiar. All right, going back up to the classics. Must be getting pretty far down here. What the hell? It's just.
Oh, that's Red Alert 3.
I was gonna say it's got to be Command and Conquer. Oh, it's not 3. Is it Red Alert 2?
Oh yeah, it's 2 because there's Tanya or whatever her name was. It Tanya?
I don't fucking know. I didn't
Whatever.
play these games.
She was like she was a unique character, but you could just make a whole bunch of her as a unit.
Oh, weird. Those are weird games.
Mm.
I only really played the first one and Generals. Those are the only two I really played. My buddy played the shit out of Red Alert, though. No clue. You'd think you'd have an idea. That's a pretty good screenshot.
It looks kind of familiar, but I'm trying to think. Like, I can't figure out what it is. Jesus Christ! Oh, is this Silent Hill 4? Maybe.
Yep.
Hey. Nice.
The Room.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no experience with the Silent Hill games, so can't and I continue to not have any experience with those games because I can't seem to like any of them. Huh.
Got a dead bird.
Yeah.
And is that like a tape recorder?
Looks like a Game Boy. I don't know. It's not a Game Boy, but and this looks like we're in some sort of hospital, maybe, or is that a rug?
Well, I would imagine probably like a veterinary clinic if you're
vet clinic.
examining a dead animal.
No.
Don't know.
I was thinking The Division, but I don't.
You can try it.
I just don't know what the bird would have to do with it. Okay, it's The Division 2.
Okay. I guess you just look at a dead bird in that game at some point.
Remember when they showed out The Division 1 and it was like bullshot?
Mm-hmm.
And it looked fucking amazing, and then the game came out and it was like, oh, it looks fine, but it doesn't look like you showed off.
Yeah.
Hated when they did that. I'm so glad they don't do that anymore. No clue. Need more.
Kind of looks like it might be a Star Trek game, but
Oh, bin 4, bin 6. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Need more.
Definitely not Star Trek.
Okay. I mean, this could be an away mission.
This looks like
No, it's not a Star Trek game.
That would be a great Star Trek game if it looked like this.
Maybe
And at an
maybe it's
84%.
Fallout 76.
It does look like Fallout, doesn't it? No, it is a Fallout game though. Fallout 4.
Okay, Fallout 4.
Yep. Wish I could get into that game, but as previously stated, I hate when you come across a guy who's way higher level than you for no reason. Drove me nuts.
I don't know, the box art from Myst.
They're just like, no, we're not picking a game this time. We're picking box art. Skyrim? I think it's
No idea.
I think it's Skyrim. It's got a weird filter on it though. No? 360 exclusive. Oh, is this Alan Wake? No, Alan Wake was was Alan Wake 360?
Yeah. Might be Alan Wake.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, the glow gave it away. There's a lot
I don't remember
glowing.
lightning ever striking anywhere in that game, but it's been a long time since I played it.
You still got to play Alan Wake 2.
I do.
No idea.
That
looks like a sinkhole right there.
It looks well. There are lights embedded in the ground, so maybe it's like an airport runway.
Yeah. 98%.
Wow.
The hell is this?
I don't know.
Is it GTA 5?
Well, I was gonna say maybe it's GTA 4.
Oh no, that game didn't get as high as 5. I don't think.
I mean, we can try 5. It looks kind of more like 4, but it could be 5. It does have an airport in it.
You're right. It is 4. What? How does that game have a 98?
Yeah,
What? A 98?
It's not a bad game, but I would not give it a 98.
That is my favorite GTA, and even I would not give it a 98. That's weird. That can't be right. Metacritic. Let's see. Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, it's GTA. People really like it.
It has a higher Metacritic than 5?
That's weird because 5 has like the way superior driving controls. Driving in 4 is terrible.
I do not understand how that game has a 98. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Weird. That's a game that I'm surprised hasn't had a remaster yet.
I mean, imagine all the work that would go into it. And would you want to do a
mean,
GTA remaster after what just happened with the PS2 trilogy remaster that they did that everyone hated?
Yeah. Well, they fixed it, but maybe they should just, do it in-house instead of giving it to someone else. This looks I think this is Outlast. I think.
I haven't played Outlast, so.
Nope, I'm wrong. I'm way off. No idea.
Is it Cyberpunk?
Oh? Okay.
Boom.
Another game I wish I would not get. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Another game I wish I would enjoy. We got 3 more.
I've still never played Cyberpunk.
I wish you luck.
This? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything. 69. Nice.
Halo Infinite, maybe?
No, I didn't get that low.
It's kind of
Trying to.
lit a little bit like Halo Infinite, but
It looks older than Halo Infinite though, and I'm trying to make out what that says. Looks
there's
like
no way you're gonna.
looks like IV. Can't make it out. PC exclusive.
Okay,
Okay.
when it can't be Infinite.
Oh,
I mean, this is a pretty distinct looking
Star Citizen?
thing, and I maybe
No, Star
I guess
Citizen.
you could
There's no
you could
alien
try it.
ships in Star Citizen, is there?
Who knows that there's nothing that says that's an alien ship.
Well, that's true. Star Citizen's not even in here. Okay.
Well, then it's not Star Citizen, is it?
Is it Elite Dangerous? No, it's not PC exclusive. I don't know what this is.
I have no idea. Oh, is this Squadron 42? Is this that fucking like the EVE Online shooting
Oh,
game?
could be. Squadron 42. Nope, it's not even. It's not even in the list.
Damn it.
Is that a turkey? What is that? There's like a turkey or like a fucking bird.
I have no idea.
What the hell is this game? Oh, is this Warframe? I think it might be Warframe. It's not PC.
Okay.
Maybe it was PC exclusive back then. Yep.
Oh, well, there you go.
That game is old. Still going.
Mm-hmm. That is a fucking Xbox 360 ass color palette we're looking at
I
here.
was gonna say
This almost looks like a Game Boy game with its color palette.
we know the generation.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I don't know what it is though.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either though. Uh
Robo Health and Hip Hop Centers. Rockport. No idea. This looks more like GTA 4.
yeah, this looks super GTA 4.
Oh,
Wow.
we got it's a cross gen and everything. The hell is this
Wow.
game?
What the fuck?
Why is there just a generic 2 just sitting here?
I don't know.
It's got to be a racing game, right?
I mean, does it? DS and GBA version.
Yeah, that's really weird. DS and GBA.
I mean, it's not unheard of, but the fact that it's also on the 360,
Yeah.
that means it's a very specific time window. That would mean that it would have to be like a 2005 game.
Yeah, right at the end of the PS2
Yeah, and
Xbox
the fact that
gen.
it's not on PS3 or Wii, but it's on the GameCube and the PS2. So it's a very, very narrow time frame we're looking at here.
Okay, it is a racing
Oh, it's
game.
100% a racing game.
It's not Burnout, because I would know Burnout from the visuals.
But what else is that multi-platform?
Need for Speed? Maybe it was a weird Need for Speed game at the time?
Oh, maybe. You could try. Is it Hot Pursuit?
No, they did a remaster of that on... I'm just trying... Maybe, is it Most Wanted?
Oh, it might be Most Wanted.
I was trying to remember the stupid nicknames. It is. Wow.
Boom.
Yeah, I think that was the start of the downfall of the series.
Wait, do you mean that was the first bad game or the last good one?
The first bad game. Yeah,
Oh,
they never really returned after that, I don't think. All right, final one. We got lasers.
this is just a concert.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. 93?
93. Is this Beat Saber?
No. Beat Saber has like things coming at you.
Okay.
I mean, we could try it. I got nothing better. Oh, okay, you're right.
Hey.
Wow. Okay, I would have got it from that. There's the lightsaber right there. Yeah, that's the thing you got to duck under. Oh, yeah. I gave it away right there. Huh. Yeah, I tried playing that game. I can't play it because it's it's the same reason I can't play any of those games like Rockman and all that stuff because the coming at you constantly gives me like motion sickness.
It's not helped by the fact that it's in VR.
Yeah, it's even worse in VR. Yeah, yeah. It's also very difficult. These people that just do it like, like I'm like, how do you do that? Well, I know how they do it. They play it 24/7. All right. That's it for Screenshot Scope, which means that's it for Press Pause Gaming Podcasts. If you want to email, what?
Wait for the outro before you get out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Wait for the outro.
Don't click away from the video just yet. Actually, you probably can. I think it counts as an impression by this point.
Oh,
definitely. If you're this far in.
Definitely. You can check me out on the socials at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
And I'm at Ninjas on BlueSky.
You can email us at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join us on the Co-op Club Discord community server. Link is in the description. And, of course, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us $1 a month to help support the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Until next time, get back to gaming.
Now get out of here.